There we go. Cheers for that, Gavins. Cheers. Yeah, very awkward when that happens. And I actually know what's caused it. Ugh. Oh well. It's alright, I was trying something out earlier and I didn't think it through. And I don't know why, but now that the mic's on, I've now decided to just do some cable management. But yeah, hello there. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm on my free-to-play account, so we're just going to do some of the dailies there. Just while I'm here, I'm going to just hop in here. I've got no idea what's going on here, so I'm just having a nosy. Malgus Starkiller Raver. Lightside GLs. Darkside GLs. GRGOs. GG Phoenix. Okay. It's going to retire on Monday, so it's not far. I said I wanted to do one more one more TW here, and I wanted to do GAC for the final rounds. So yeah, Monday's the retirement day.
How long before they add Rotter the Hut to this?
Honestly, I'm just mulling over Rotter the Hut. Alright. That isn't Sleemo, is it? It's little Sleemo Hut. Why's my music quit? You know, it could be next year, because I'm guessing that's Rotter there. Rotter got hench. How you doing, by the way, Chris? Why is everything stopped? Refresh. There we go. Weird, but okay. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. I'm tired. Yeah, just in the sense, while the intro was on, I was yawning and I'm thinking, good God, I've got another 2 and a bit hours. Not exactly a great indictment for what's coming up, so I think I'll just take it that I am actually naturally tired for a change. But I'm doing alright besides. Hopefully you guys are all doing okay. Sorry, I'm just getting my playlist back to how it was because obviously I had to refresh the window just then. I still find it funny that it's Jeremy Allen White who's going to be playing Rotor the Hut. It's like... you think of him in The Bear, and I just can't think of him as a hut. It just seems like such a weird casting choice, but there's probably weirder, aren't there? Oh yeah, I enjoyed that. I mean, I think the 4th season was a little bit quiet, if you like, but the 3 before it especially were very good. Although how it got classed as a comedy. Yeah, I don't know who classes it in that bracket, but I think you need to think. Oh, hang on, let me switch these. I could put Starkiller, but it wouldn't be that great on here, so I might as well leave it. You know something bad? I had to just say to myself, what GLs do I have here? Oh, man. Some things just feel sad. Hoda. Raven. Alright, protection. Yeah, we'll go for that. I know it means we're not doing first order, but let's just do it. Oh, I completely missed that Snappy before. No, I'm just retiring it. So, I'll log out and I just won't log back in. And to be honest, I'd rather that, you know. Even though I'm giving it up, it's more down to the fact that it's a lack of enjoyment rather than, you know, I'm trying to pass it off to someone, you know. Where's Snips? There she is. Padders? Am I blind? I'm blind. Good to know. And go on, we'll pop that on. Right, Galactic Republican Geos. So I'll pop some Geos down. Oh, hang on, I can't equip Datacron here. What am I thinking? And it said GR, so there's 2 GR teams that pop in my head when I think of that. First of all, Quad May. We'll do these 2. And then this GR. Okay. Hey up, perfect. How you doing? Yeah, GRGOs, okay. What was this one? Darkside GLs. Ooh. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and... that'll do. Let's go something Sithy. Yeah, it's like I said, isn't it? I feel like it was the right call. I mean, this is my free-to-play, just to clarify, but it feels like it's time. Not going to lie, I'm still a bit upset about the thought of it, you know? It's not something that I'm doing because it's like... How do I put it? I kind of wish I could have kept pace with my main. You know, it's more for the lack of an ability to keep up that it's happening, if you like. Yeah, I'm going to only have 1 account now. Be a nice change of pace for me. What am I going to do with my free time? Honestly, if it ends up like that the past week, more Marvel Snap. I could do it getting back on my PlayStation. Yeah, I've had a good week, Beats. Thank you very much. I'm going to say, yeah, I remember. Appreciate it, man. Dark Side. Let me just grab this. Not a great crom, but we'll have to just cope with it. And... is that my... I mean, I could put Jabba down, I guess. I wouldn't really call him a... well, it's weird, isn't he? He is a Dark Side GL, but... yeah. Bit funky. Go on, we'll apply that, why not? I appreciate it, Beats, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's something that popped in my head. I mean, I've had Henry Stickmin on my desktop for a while, and I keep saying to myself, I'm going to have to pop back on that. But I always feel like I sort of, if not run out of time, I feel like I run out of energy to keep up with it. So it'd be nice just having that thought of, have we got time to do it? Well, we should do now. What is it? We got GG Phoenix I haven't got built here. Night Sisters Phasma. Oh, wrong order. Go on. I know, I've really got to get onto that. Am I getting rid of the... I'm getting rid of my free-to-play, so this one I'm on right now, oddly enough. Yeah, it just it felt like the right time. Again, there is an argument I didn't need to do it. I'm kind of aware of it in my own mind, but I'm not... How do I put it? I'm not overly concerned about it, you know? I don't think I'd have some mad remorse if I made a mistake. Go on, we'll apply that. Yeah, Night Sitters Phasma, that was the GG Phoenix. They're the bat walls that I don't need to touch, so matter. Okay. Sith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fat Kid, one of the... well, he's one of the OGs of the guild, but he's also the... He was leader, he was second in command. I think he's just there now. He's at pains to remind me and other people who've just come back here, it's a casual guild. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Hopefully that's fine. Yeah, that's why I made a point about it. Alright, let's do this. Never know, I might be able to hold the wall for the final one. There we go, 350k, yeah. Could be the first time I win on bloody defensive banners. Alright, but yeah, let's call that one there. Have I done what I need to here? No, apparently not. Alright, so those of you in the know, what do you think of Smuggler's Run 3? Because I honestly don't know what to think of it. I had a quick glance at it, and I had brain fog. So I'm going to ask those who know more. Assuming those of you who know more are here. My gut read was that it didn't seem to be overly impressive, just in the sense that there was nothing new. But the thing is, modern materials are always good, so you can't complain. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, did they say that you could do it with just OG Hondo, or did you actually need Pirate King? Because if so, again, that's not bad, but it's a bit like people say you tend to take Pirate King or any GL up to R7 at least, so R3 would be a bit like, eh. Yeah, if it's more than one, that would be very awkward. But then again, though, with the changes to Ralix, maybe it wouldn't be that bad in the long run. We have to see how that plays out, obviously. Yeah, for that reason, it makes sense. You know, it would have been odd if they'd suddenly switched it to a Relic event. But, yeah, when you think, we've never had signal data from the Scavenger before, so, you know, there's always room for maneuver. Right, I think I did something there, didn't I? Yeah. They've got me interested what they're going to do when all this comes out, because there's going to be some massive announcement, and they've really got to hit the nail on the head, I feel. Like, if they do try and cater too much to the spenders, there will be a very angry reaction, I feel, from the free-to-play community. You know, and it's going to be hard to see that. That was decent. I can get 5 for that, okay. I kind of want to get 10 for gold to R9 before it finishes, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's likely to happen. Alright, can we get Maroc to 6? Okay. So the thing about retiring the account as well, I know that this looks like a waste of time in the sense of why you're doing it if you're not going to be playing it, but, you know, I always have the option to bring it back, you know, like, if something interesting happens in the game and I'm like, ooh, you know, this would be ideal for Crimson to try out, you know, it would be handy to have the account still. So, I do like that thought that it's there if I need it. And just, you know, continuing as normal until then, it's not bad for the future, is it? Alright. Kind of bums me out. I still haven't got Ezra sorted. I mean, this one's just been taking forever. I just can't gain any momentum on him. Yeah, I mean, honestly with this one, it doesn't really matter. But with my main account, it's mainly raid stuff I'm upgrading. So it's things that, no matter the economy, I still need to work on. Sorry, just mulling over what I want to do here. It's Karatech, isn't it? But yeah, I respect that argument. I mean, on my main, I've actually been hoarding normal energy for a while, and I could still hoard Cantina as well, I guess, but like I say, most of the things I'm still working on, you know, like I still need Pirate King, still need Ahsoka, so it doesn't necessarily feel wise to just hold, you know? At least when we don't really know what the changes are, you know? I mean, I'm hoping the positive, as I've said, but you just don't know where it'll swing, you know? Could be good, it could be not so good. I was in the same boat when I got that bundle, or at least one similar to it. It kind of helped that I got Ray and Slacker at the same time. So I was able to do the Ray event pretty much straight away. I think I just had to get Scab Ray up to R7. But with Slacker, I had to finish the ships. So it was kind of helpful because it did give me 3 months to sort of finish Finalizer. I mean, nowadays, people are in good shape with Finalizer and Radis in terms of get the ship done, or get the ships done. You can just do the event every day, or I think it's every day. But, yeah, even when I was doing it, it was not that straightforward. You think that was only, what, maybe a year ago more? I can't even remember how long Lightspeed bundles have been in the game. I don't know if I'll buy something for some bindles. Ooh, forgot I'm broke. All right, let's just skip all them. Let me get Scavenger. Zimbindle. They aren't giving them. Get 15 of them. How about these? Hey, come on. Oh, we're one short. Hey, we got it. Wish Adam almost got the finalizer bundle, but couldn't warrant $40 for 40 more route levels and 3 ships. I completely agree. It's definitely that line you have to walk sometimes of, while it'd be nice to get it done, sometimes it's worth just saying, right, you know what, no, I'm just going to farm it. And yeah, ships especially always have that argument of shoulda, because ships are harder farms. But I'm glad you didn't go for it. I think that one would have been a touch excessive. You know, I mean, again, anyone who's got the money, I don't judge anyone spending money on it. But if you're talking about efficiency, yeah, it would have been a bit... What can I get here? Nope. That's not going to be a lot, is it? I got 2. Impulse detectors are still a pain in the backside. Alright, let's clock off here. Let's switch accounts. Oh, I'm in a void. Yep. Can someone turn the lights on? Wasn't to pay the bill. Alright, never mind. Let's get this on. I can respect that. I can respect the idea of, you know, just sometimes being that full tired, you just pass out, don't even think about it. I don't tend to get like that. I feel like I stay awake, you know, and I'm sort of just hard focused on something. You know, like, lately I'll be like watching a TV show before I go to bed, and then I actively say, right, I'm going bed. Whereas I kind of envy that idea of, you know, just being able to sort of just go, right, sleep. I think I must have done, because it's deciding not to show my backdrop for a change. I'm curious if it's me or if it's the like stream elements. Yeah, I say it must be the Halloween episode. It's funny that I've got alerts for Halloween. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason it's not even close. Okay. I suppose for now, I can just hide the webcam frame. A little bit odd because it looks out of place, but yep, we can do that, I guess. I hope one day they have a rotating Lightspeed bundle store. They have said they've added some Lightspeed bundles permanently if you're under a certain GP, so I know that might not be relevant to you, but that is something. They're kind of leaning into that idea, you know? Maybe they'll go the old hog and make a full store. I did watch Arnold's video on Forlon. I couldn't work out what to make of him in terms of... I heard what he said. You know, the idea it's like Fennec Shand or Dark Trooper meeting Grief. But I don't know. It felt very odd, some of the battles. Like, you got ones with Gideon in there, and you're thinking, alright, so you're kind of taking Gideon away from a DTMG team in that scenario. Maybe, arguably, that's Zam and GAC. I don't know. Not saying that he's bad or anything. It's just one of those where these marquees do get on my nerves a little bit, because while I prefer them like this, where before there was, I can't remember if the actual marquees were before, but there was something about them I never used to like. I think it was the idea that they used to have really... Was it weak characters? I can't remember. I know there used to be something about the marquees themselves that I never used to like, and even now, you're full auto. I mean, obviously, I am doing it now. I think that's kind of what I'm getting at. I wish they would give you the character at an inflated Relic level. Like, say, Relic 9, whatever. You can still full auto it, but you can also play it to see what they'd be like in certain battle scenarios, whereas it feels like it's always just a full auto battle. You know, I'm not making sense here, am I? It never feels like you learn anything from a marquee. And I know that isn't the point. They want you to get the character, but I don't know. There's just this bit of me where I'm like, can't we actually have not a challenge of sorts, but like a thing to actually make it worthy of unlocking? Maybe I've got Marvel Strike Force in my head again, because I know that their marquee structure used to be quite interesting in terms of you kind of had to do some reasonably difficult missions to get the character. You know, it wasn't like straightforward, all right, just put this on auto and whack it out. I don't know if they've changed that, but I did kind of like it, because there was also a story along with it as well, usually. I mean, SWGOH's never done that, so I wouldn't expect it, but still. So, 10 droid brains, 10 Gerda keypads, 10 Aero Max and impulses, 15 Zim bindles, 25 Electriums plus more, for what I'm guessing is £98 something. Yikes. I couldn't even if I wanted to. But yeah, some are just crazy. Okay, so they've upped it to 15, 20, 35, 40, 45 and 75 for... my eyes aren't deceiving me. That is 199.99, isn't it? Bleeding hellfire. Some things don't surprise me with this game. Even that doesn't surprise me as such, but it still, in general, gets me in the sense of you're really asking people to fork out 200 quid. The thing is, I know there are people out there who would do it, because I remember Cubs fan Han, I don't know how many people remember him, he used to do like a whale chat. And I don't think it was in one of the whale chats, but he spoke to someone who didn't really play the game as a competitive player, but they used to buy everything. And the description he had is that he'd sit down, pour himself a glass of whiskey, and buy everything in the shop, then close the game for the day. And I'm like, I would kind of like to have the money to do that, even though that is obscene. It's that weird thing of, well, if you're going to do it, at least do it with style, I guess. But man, oh man. Alright. Let's see if we can get kicks chipped away a bit. Brutus. I'm not teetotal, but I have not drank as much of late. Like maybe once in a blue moon, pretty much. In some ways, I felt quite healthier for doing it, but then I have a doner kebab kind of thing, and it's like, oh yeah, well, probably been better having the booze. Yeah, Ayla. Ayla's holding me back. I forgot what this song was called. I have this as I think I have this as the intro for my Hitman videos. Oh, did I miss an army? Nice one. Good spot, Wilku. I was too busy trying to bob my head along. No, it just doesn't want to come on. I don't know what's going on there. Your roster has so much to do on it. It keeps getting so far behind from some of the Lightspeed ones, it's almost kind of overwhelming. I mean, this is kind of where I feel overwhelmed, even though I've chose to do it this way. We've got 8 times 4, so 32 characters. I mean, granted, 2 are GLs inactive, so 30 characters total, but it kind of shows where I'm sort of scatterbrained, but I also know what I'm thinking. You know, it's like, none of these are things I need to work on right now. Everything else is at a relic level. So it's like, these are all the things that I need to work on to push my account further. So, yeah, it feels right keeping them all in focus, even if I'm a little bit slow to get to some of them. I mean, it's like seeing JMK, they don't need to be here as such, but I want reminding that I want to take them up to Relic 8. Same with Lord Vader, ideally Relic 8 or 9. And then the rest are all current stuff like Pirates or the Rex. That's where I say, though, I feel very scatty-brained. Alright, I am very glad there's a raid rewards coming today. There's an argument for it. I wouldn't go all in on that line, but there is an argument for it. I mean, the reason I say I wouldn't go all in... Take this dude. I kind of like Mace, right? I like him in TB. He makes Braca quite a bit easier. And if I'm right, he's also got... I'm trying to remember, Coruscant has a revive as well, doesn't it? So Coruscant's slightly easier. I say that because it's not hard, but, you know, it's slightly easier. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's doing work on Kashyyyk and even... not Castle. What's the other one? Lethal. So, you know, he's got use in TV. TW, I haven't used him yet, but I assume with the Omicrons he's got use. But yeah, GAC, it feels like he's missing something, and it's awkward spotting it, because I feel like I've got mine modded well. I got a hold last week, I think. But yeah, if you ask the majority, they would say there's something missing with him. So it's hard to say chased legendaries, because then there are some that just aren't that worth the chase. And it's weird because Mace as a raid character, he is worth the chase. It's just, you know, if you don't need to chase him for the raid, then maybe don't. Oh, hang on, let's just think this through. That was 8, 1, 2, 9, right, so 5, 11. Right, we'll work on this first. I mean, I think, if anything, right, there's an argument that maybe some characters are worth going for before others. Like, Calcastus, he's definitely high on that list. I feel I slept on him a little too long on my free-to-play. You know, and I'd say, yeah, Cal's definitely worth chasing. 4 Gear 12s for... I think it's 4, maybe 5 Gear 12s for a great character like Jedi Knight Cal. It's worth it. But then... I'm stopping myself here because it's not like the other ones are bad. Let me have a gander at the legendary list in a second. I mean, in a way, also, you can argue that legendaries tend to be counters for things. Or they usually have some form of counter in them. Again, Mace feels like an exception rather than the rule, but... Hey, we got speed, nice. Here we go, journey guide. Alright, so we assume top 2 tiers you do just fine. Cal, I feel like he's a must chase. Again, we assume that Padme, CLS, Rey, arguably even Bam, they're all done, and I'm not even counting the ship. If I'm being 100% honest, with Crimson, I feel like I missed out a lot not going for these two. More so Jar Jar, but... I think that would actually be kind of fair. I think Mace probably could go down a tier in terms of, you know, he isn't that great a character, but then you'd argue Cal should move up a tier. So it's where the tiers don't really make much sense. They're not that relevant. But the Gungans, I think, are worth chasing, not necessarily for like even PvP, but PvE. Like in Conquest, they get that bonus turn feat done in 1, and they've got so many buffs and debuffs in the team that it feels like they can get a lot of feats done. And then Afra, again, I'm thinking Conquest a little bit. She can take a turn usually as the first turn, so she's got some viability with some tunes to, you know, get an early turn, start a TM train, or at least get a few kills in the bank. So, yeah. It's not the biggest regret with Afra compared to Jar Jar, but she's still someone I wish I'd gone for on there. And then it feels like all of these you need for one reason or another. I mean, the ships obviously you need, but like Bo-Katan you need for counter Lord Vader. Balin's... Honestly, Balin feels like a bit of a weird tune in the sense of... He beats things, but I always have this feeling like I could be using him on something else. It's like, I tend to use him on Saw at the moment, and I'm like, I could probably use him on, I don't know. Like, take the other day, I think I tried him on that JMK, Ezra, and it's like, it felt like it should work on that, but it didn't. And that's kind of how I always feel with him. It feels like he does do things, but I'm not clued in on how to do it. So yeah, maybe I'm sleeping on what Balin's capable of, but that's me, not him, you know? Especially if he gets the first turn, which with not Balin, with Hondo's Omicron, you most likely will get a train going. I think it might be in 3s. I'm feeling he suffers a bit. I need to have another look at Balin's kit. I remember when it came out, Balin's kit was the longest in the game that wasn't a Galactic Legend. And it was just one of those where you look and you go, oh god, I don't want to read through that. I feel like I have an aversion to reading. I swear uni just killed my enthusiasm for reading. I'm assuming it's like the OG Night Sisters, not Great Mothers or anything. Yeah, they aren't as potent as they once were, but they could still take down Jabba in certain circumstances, so they're not worth sniffing at. Merrin is key to that, though, so if Merrin's not in there, that's another thing to chase. So yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one, that. I mean, she's worth chasing, but yeah. A bit like I say, getting Cal Kestis is worth it. You know, Merrin's worth it for Cal, but yeah, it's one of those where you gotta wait up. Yeah. I mean, I got it for what it's worth. I mean, you look at my Night Sisters. Asajj 3. I did do Daka beforehand. That was a really wild card of a relic I did. Spirit I've done since. She got to Relic 3 via the bundle, and I took it to 7 for the Great Mothers. But then the rest you can see are all 3s. You know, I haven't felt the need to upgrade them. So, I'd like to. I think they've probably got some viability. But, I mean, I need to take Merrin up a bit more for Dathomir. But, yeah. Again, I haven't had the nudge to do it. It's similar to the Geos. You know, they're all Relic 3 from the bundle I got, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, I've been rocking this a few weeks, Ada, although my background's playing up a bit. I don't know why. I've still got the old one for what it's worth. I could still do that. Is Brood Alpha still on Cantina at 8? Oh, they could do a dropping him down a bit by now. Like, I don't think anyone who farmed him would complain if he went down to, say, Cantina 1 or 2 and they put a new character there. I'm not suggesting they need to do that, but it wouldn't be one I personally would complain at. It's like, alright, let the newer players get the Geos quicker. Maybe they think it's a good bottleneck for keep new players struggling a bit, I don't know. I got my raid score in earlier. 10.6. Got a chuckle at my guild. 318 mils. Oh, do you mean a Lightspeed bundle, or do you mean like one of the, well, not one of these, but something like these? Damn, that was 189. Damn it, that is expensive. Yeah, honestly, I just wouldn't touch anything like that, especially when Lightspeed bundles are a thing. Did we get redacted recently? Or did we get it yet? Sorry. We have not had any announcement on who it will be. I mean, the latest tune we got is Forlom. He was one of the bounty hunters on the Executor in Empire Strikes Back. Also makes me wonder if he will get a ship. But, yeah, we haven't had anything for the Stranger yet. Yeah, we're getting Zuckuss. I think he's in the promo images, isn't he? Well, if you go here, yeah, Zuckuss is just chilling there. I think he's an attacker as well, because I think there was some line about synergizing with bounty hunter attackers. I vaguely remember something like that. Was it override? No, it probably wasn't an attacker, but it was the idea of accuracy down. I think that was it. But yeah, interesting. Well, I'll pop here just to show this for a minute. Last round, we beat Otame Shyman, but they didn't attack. It's a shame. I thought we put up a good score. I mean, 2085, I really would have liked to have seen this guy attack just to see how well I attacked. But I might have just scared him off. It was all one-shots. Gungans, Ray Scav, Ben, KB, Jocasta Shaq, Raver, Grand and Ninth, Qui-Gon Jinn. We had Saw, Slacker, Finn, Lord Vader, and a second sister team. That one felt really easy. I think if you do second sister, you gotta be clever with what you do it with. Pirates, Ewoks, Mace, Tarkin. Ooh, saying that, I could probably put Tarkin on defense just to mix things up a little bit. Like, in reality, that is weak. Wonder what I put. What cron was I using? Oh, it's a trench cron, do I? Wonder if I put the Vader cron on. Do I need it? You know, I think do that just for try and make it more annoying. Honestly, trench at gear 12 probably isn't good enough. I was surprised last week when the Jawas got a hold. But saying that, the level 3 is active. So 100% bonus protection. You know, that's quite a bit to kick it off. They're all inflicted with provoke for 2 turns. Gain foresight if they inflict a debuff. Gain 10% defense and offense if an enemy is inflicted with thermals. Wow, so if they have 50% or less health, damage the receiver is reduced by 75%, so it's like that level 6 that goes out there every now and again. Okay, so if you don't detonate the thermals, but they just naturally detonate, then you gain 5% health and protection, gain turn meter, and they're inflicted with another thermal. It's pretty decent. Nothing broken, but just decent. I hadn't got Idens unlocked by this point, but I've got a fair chunk in here. I'm sure I like doing this, but we'll see how it plays out. They need a new Jawa named Utini. Or an Omicron. Honestly, I think they're the kind of team that you just accept being bottom of the barrel, or at least close to it. I mean, I think their heyday was in the Sea Pit raid when 4 of them worked with Ray. So, you know, I think maybe just getting a purpose like that again would be nice for them. Whether they'll get it or not, I don't know. Oh, hang about. Right, I'll reply to that in a little bit. Can I mark those on red? Apparently not. Sorry, I just need to run a bot command. There we go. Depeche, evening, how you doing? Alright, this box doesn't look at all weird. Can I actually get rid of it? Oh, got rid of everything. Try again. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Okay, so Temmin, we're up against Telesia of Zipang Alliance JF. Alright, so compare, we are 13.2, they're 13.3, so not the biggest world of difference between us. Zeta's 357 to 398. Okay, not ideal that. Omicrons were a bit ahead, 59 to 52. GLs, they've got the full set. Yay. Ralix 277 to 272. Again, only a little bit ahead, but we'll take it. Ralix scores, we've both got 17 Ralix 9s. Alright. Ralix 8s, 20 to 31 in their favour, so fair play. I'm ahead on the 7s, 97 to 81. And I'm ahead on the 5s, 94 to 88. So I feel like I'm doing some good things. You know, normally I feel like I'm way down on the Ralix. You know, like they have more than me. So I will take that. Mods. Yep, we're outscoring on the 25s, 118 to 53. 20s are 361 to 219. And the 15s, 539 to 505. All good. They've got more Datacrons than me. They have got Pirate King and Ahsoka. Ooh, they haven't got a modded JML if this is right. I'll have to check the in-game one, but because that could be inaccurate. Maybe they were doing a remod for the raid. No worries, Beats. And so enjoy your fam time. I will hopefully see you around. Well, yeah. Such interesting. You know, I feel like the mods aren't where I would have them. Let's say that. I know you got to work with what you got. Alright, very fast Cat, very fast Raven, very fast Afro. Not sure you need a Bo-Katan that fast. Or Darth Vader. Wow. Bane. Okay. A little bit interesting. And GAC has started. Yes, indeedy. Let's just run this. Now that you've moved to a roading, you feel like most of your opponents have waited the last 2 hours to attack. I know that's a thing, and I do understand the logic that you're able to react more, but I just can't play like that. Even if I wasn't streaming, I think I'd just get it done when I feel like it. Alright, so this is what we're going to be facing. Let's just get the game open while we assess it. Okay, so we're going to be facing Kalar and Beck with Shaq and Jocasta. Queen with Pow and Qui-Gon. Mon with Luthen and Kyle. Iden with Scout and Magma Trooper. Okay. And then Ahsoka, Jensen, and Fulcrum. Okay. Oh, I'm saying that I vaguely remember hearing something about the Fulcrum Crom in TW recently. Oh no, it's something that it can do, I think. Right. Slacker Dre, Special Forces. Fair play, they've got all of that lined up, so I could be in a bit of trouble there. Vader, Scorch, and Apo. Okay. They've got the level 3, that's good, and a fair bit of crit damage and tenacity. Pirate King Hondo with Silver and Smee. It's the good level 6 and the Captain Silver level 9. That's going to be awkward. Bounty Hunters. Wow, I haven't seen them on defense in a long time. Yikes. And Ray Ben Ezra on the south with Ray level 9, good level 6. Okay. Some fun little things down here. I feel like the Great Mothers can do Ahsoka. I think for Lord Vader we would do Bo-Katan. There we go. We want that level 3. There we go. Now Slacker's bugging me. I wonder if we do the mirror. Like last time I got 57, but it wasn't this exact comp, it was crew instead of special forces. But I'm wondering if crew can prevent the termite again. Well, crew with hooks can prevent the termite again. Or any termite agains, I should say. Because I can match them with this level 6. So we essentially both start with damage immunity. And let me just check, am I faster? At least if we're going off these. I'm faster, so I would be able to dispel first. There's some logic there. There's no point bringing tanks, because we can both ignore tanks. Okay, so if we did that, Pirate King Hondo, what do we do there? I mean, Jabba feels like the one... Or it feels like one answer. I think I've heard Seer can do Pirate King. Boys, worth if your opponent changes the defense, that's very rough. I never like it. Okay, 77% win rate according to that. %69% win rate for that. I feel like I might have to go for it because I don't really want to throw Slacker in. That just feels very yuck, doesn't it? I mean, the fact that these three could lose there, it's like... Do I just go with Leia? Because if we do Seer here, I'd want to do Leia here. I mean, maybe if we lose that, we could clean up with Bane. Bounty Hunters, I'm not overly worried about them. I think we could do something like... well, arguably CLS. Or DTMG. There's quite a lot we could do. Yeah, I'd be tempted to throw CLS as a start. Iden... Wampa? Don't know why we wouldn't do Wampa. I'm thinking Queen, maybe we could do... do we do Treya? Maybe Rava? Rava might be safer. We do Treya there. And then Caloran Malgus. There's no tank, so it feels a bit better. Could potentially see solo, depending on what the back wall is. Alright, we've got 10 teams lined up, so we can at least work with this. Yeah. I feel like the key one is going to be if Seer can do this. Just seeing my backgrounds come back. All right. So yeah, let's give this a go. This feels scary, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know enough about Hondo either. I just saw Revive pop up. Already, I'm like, please no. Excuse me. Turns I would like. I feel like getting rid of Silvo was a solid shout. If we can do it. Okay, everyone's damage immune. That's great. So great. Smee's not damage immune. Silvo isn't. Can I take a turn, please? I know Tenacity up's there, but right now I'm just aiming to get some damage out. Let's go for Smee. Alright, Smee's down. Considering we've got Starkiller on this side, it feels good to know we're not going to get hit like with a Dark Trooper hit. You know, it feels like we should be the one putting out those levels of hits. Right, I don't know what Hondo's solo capabilities are, but I feel he could still do a fair bit of damage on his own. Just basics. Just Dispel. We're at 29, so we'll do that. Throw some rocks. Days. I don't want to bring down the Star Destroyer right now because I feel like there's more to what he's going to do. It's not going to kill him, so I figure let's just hold it in case we can heal with it. Alright, protection's down. Just gotta work on getting it down again. Yeah, it wouldn't do a lot of damage that, but it just made me feel better throwing it at him. Alright, the ult. Yeah, this could be a clean-up scenario. I mean, if we get the sides out, it's not the worst. You know what? I'm going full auto. I'm going to hope the AI can work it out a bit better from here. Damn, we're not even doing damage to him at this rate. That's it. Put some Daze on him. Buff immunity should stop him from being as annoying. Oof, bloody hell. He isn't a gel with dodge evasion, is he? Oh, dodge mastery. Not something I've heard about, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing CG have done. You know, make a guy really fast, really tanky, and also make him hard to hit. That's it. Days. Rocks. Come on. 50 seconds. Oh, come on. Starkill's just not doing anything with that. Alright, that's it. Lovely. 67. Well done, Seer. Well done. Alright, I feel good after that. We've got to go for the next sketchy one, though. This is the good level 6. Wish I got better 3s and 9s, though. I figure we just hit Slacker. No point going for Special Forces. Yeah. I think we're just hanging in there. Oh, lovely. Brilliant. It feels wasteful in terms of doing a mirror, but 54, I will take it because it means we're not getting a drop battle on it. Okay, we'll do Layer next. I've been talking about this since last Friday, I think, when we had an issue with Ezra. I will keep in mind that, what's it called? Ambushed. That's worth getting on him. Okay, Drogon. Go on, we'll do the burn. Lovely. Pop that on layer. Okay, Ben will take a turn, sadly. We can pull the log. Oop. Hanging in there. And bye-bye. Again, 54, not great banners, but we're just not tripping up on something that has the potential to trip us up. Okay, again, we're not going to get great banners for this one, but we're off metering, so you expect a banner drop. Okay, we can afford to go for Scorch. Blind doesn't affect Lord Vader, I know, but it's not that bad going for Scorch. $18 stacks. Not the bird or counter wanted, but hey, that'll do. And so we can put the protection on IG, and that'll kill Lord Vader. Just recover some health as well. Bye-bye. 54. Again, not a great average in terms of, you know, that 3. Alright, let me just double check speeds before we race in here. 275. 261. I'm going to be amazed if CLS can't deal with this. I mean, this is like a bread and butter thing, surely. Alright, come on. This is the awkward bit where I just want to get those banners back, so I'm just going as slow as I think I can afford to. 57. I love bounty hunters, but that's why I don't like placing them on defense. Alright, Batwall. We got Ewoks, we got Tuskens, we got Balin, Jab Jab, and Saw. Okay. Okay. So, let's plan the offense. I think for Jab Jab, I want to do Queen. For Saw, we're going to do Balin. For Balin, we're going to do Jab Jab. For Tuskens, for the record, I feel like we've got a bit of overkill going on again here. I need something with a permakill, so C does strike a note here. I could take that in, but that would feel a bit awkward. I think we just do C. Maybe not even that full to really. I've just clicked maybe just C on his own. Could do it. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing. And then Ewoks. Probably that. Again, that's JML on the bench now. Okay, that was 57, wasn't it? Right, let's work on this Woolman. 1, 2, 3. We got the Dalsenkron. Let's go. It's a lot of energy, T-Max. Anyone got a feeling I'm waiting for double drops? You almost never change your GAC defense. I feel like there's a but there or something. I absolutely love how this works. A bit of a shame that Morgan just counters like that, but still. Your 10 banners and done. I mean, sorry about that. That's never nice to hear. I mean, I've had a few where I just hit it and quit it, but especially from a streaming point of view, that's not fun. But I always say to myself, I'd rather not attack and reveal things to opponents. It's a little bit awkward when people can just check your GAC history and go, oh, right, you know, he didn't win that, but he did this. So it's like, I'd rather not attack and give them information. Right, let's get Womp Womp in. Want to try and start getting my banner count up here now. Alright, I would like a turn, thank you. Don't worry, I've got time to roll. I didn't see that properly, but was that 827,000 I just did? Or was that 82,000? Let's stick with Treya here. I mean, I was debating then, do I take JML in? But I'm thinking, JML can struggle against my Mothma. Breaks my heart saying that. It's like, JML was one of my like OG Galactic Legends. So for that to be the case, it's like, oh boy. At least this team punishes attacks at a turn. Boink. Mon, you're just going to kill him again. Oh, at this rate, she's going to kill us all. I was going to say, Savage, can you please taunt? You kind of stop being helpful. Yeah, I really don't want to just waste an Annihilate on worthless guy. Again, I don't want to waste an Annihilate on worthless guy. I don't mind it on Kyle. Bye-bye, Kyle. For good. Come on. Alright, die. Man, this is annoying. Alright, come on. It's annoying because you can't, like, permanently get rid of him. I feel like I need to isolate Luton or something. Or that's brilliant. Ability block. Okay. Nearly. Bye-bye. 57. I mean, I didn't feel like I was ever going to lose. Well, less clean than usual. Right, Raver on Queen. I mean, for the record, I could probably use another team here, but I figure this feels okay. Just base it. And base it. It's alright, I'm wary of what Knight's got on, but I'm also thinking I don't want this ability block that I know I'm going to land. My priority was just making sure that Ninths could try and get back up a little bit. There we go, that's what we're after. Now it's just whittling down the Handmaiden. After that, we get power with an AoE before he gets us. I mean, nearly. It would be pretty funny if we could get him before the Handmaiden. There we go. I mean, 54, it's not great banners, but it was a clean win. Alright, so we're not going to do any Zalbar shenanigans, so we'll put Raven in here. Okay. Let's throw the lightning off. So that feels fine. I'll give this guy due, by the way. The modding made Shack very fast. You know, bit of respect for that. Poor choice from the AI that, but I'm not complaining. Okay. Need to time a hit over there. Okay, that's good. Ooh, okay, that was a waste. Just time the AoE. She's going to take a turn, that's the issue. Ugh, at least we got the protection. Alright, there we go. It's just a dancing act, isn't it? Try and make sure you don't let her throw the rifle. I do need to give her an Omni on this account just to make sure that she's throwing that rifle. I feel like the only time I've seen her do it on my account is in the raid. 57. Okay, we'll start with jab jab. Oh, nope, nope. That's better. Okay, let's do the dispel. I'm gonna have to set something up again where I can see the ads, because I've only just glanced to the chat and I'm like, oh, we're in an ad break, and I'm like, ooh, can't do anything about that, sorry. I had it set up before, but when I reset my PC it didn't go back. Base it. Okay, we have got advantage here. Granted, no vulnerable on Boosh, but let's do it. Yeah, she's in the yellow. Again, we'll do that. That's decent. We'll roll the dice. Okay, that was not what I wanted, but we should get Boosh. Yeah, we're okay from here. Chrysanthemum and Jabber aren't going... Well, Jabber could kill us, but you'd have to be lucky to do it now. There we go. It's a little weird tangent this, but I like my comic book stuff, right? And I did used to watch all the Arrowverse stuff. I didn't see all of it, but I watched most of it. I think I stopped watching like The Flash around season 6. And what I would say I never really thought much about is the crossovers. The idea that, you know, you'd have, I don't know, an episode where Arrow pops into the Flash and then it continues in the Arrow. And it's like, it never used to bother me because I felt it in place, you know, the idea, oh, you should be watching all these shows anyway because they're all in sort of the shared universe. It never occurred to me, though, that it could happen in other genres. You know, and I was watching The Rookie, or I am watching The Rookie, I should say. That's largely down to Nathan Fillion, actually. But I didn't realise they had a spin-off, and that the show sort of did crossovers with the spin-off, and I'm like, oh, great. Because I'm thinking, I can't go and watch that. because it's going to be awkward to try and watch the two at the same time. So it's one of those where I'm like, okay, I'll have to just try and make a mental note of that plot not finishing and remember to watch the other show to see how it ended. Yeah, just, I don't think they thought that through when doing these things. Again, it kind of made sense with comic books because, you know, it's like you might pick up one issue of one thing and it goes into another. But I'm not sure it fits with other genres. But maybe that's just me. Alright, we got a Sorty Cron here. Let's take down Balin. Yeah, let's just throw it. Marok seems to have a bit of tankiness about him. I'm going to go over there a minute. And we'll throw that just so that there's buff immunity. Hopefully that's our banners, alright. Yeah, 57. Yeah, all of these seem straightforward. I mean, we do... Did it say Balin here? Yeah. And because it hasn't got Luthen, it's a much weaker team. I mean, I could probably have gone without Balin, but I'm kind of used to throwing it at it. Yeah, 57, nice and clean. Let's try this. Link. And let's link Warrior for the simple fact Warrior's going to have the damage. I just hope I'm not underestimating the Tuskens here. This would be embarrassing. I mean, I might as well aim at that one, actually, considering that one's not linked. Alright, I want to heal before I ult. It wasn't because I was going to get max bans or anything, I just didn't want to ult with low protection. Alright, so we could link these two. And they can't dispel it. Yeah, I mean, you can drink the Kool-Aid, but he isn't healing up or cleansing. Yeah, I'm going to link again just for the fact it'll hopefully reduce the cooldown of the ult. Well, the you know, the big hit. There we go. 58. I feel like we maximised banners there in terms of we avoided taking in water or anything. So yeah, JMK, Cat. There's no... Okay, there is a revive. Let me just double check. It's if Chirper's the... Not first. Not last. Yeah, so essentially, kill Chirper last. We go Nisa, Wicket, Chirper. I mean, I don't think I'm being funny here. It's like... You would expect these two to beat those two. $58. Like I say, I feel like I got my banners back a little bit in some of those battles at the end. Alright, let's have a look at the fleet. We've got a Malevolence, a Radis, and a Finalizer. So we've both gone heavy offense on fleet, so I'm a little sad I took my Leviathan off defense, but it does mean we can try and maximize banners here. I'm thinking Leviathan, Prof, Executor. Although that feels a bit weird, but we should be fine. I'm pretty sure I've won without reinforcements before. Okay. Yeah, the vultures can be a bit of a pain. Reinforcement dead. We can just do a base it. That's a vulture down. Shock on there stops Sunfat from taunting. I'm actually going to do that. There we go. Heal up a bit. I mean, right now there's one real ship. Anyone else wish that TB was like this? Let's cleanse that. Can I aim at one of these? There we go, we got a cleanse. Didn't get a heal, sadly. Yeah, a little bit short on the Fury class. 75, could have been better. You know, yeah, I've dropped 2 banners there. That's just not good, is it? Alright, Prof. Let's fly by. I was hoping for the assist. Don't we all? Yeah, if we can keep pumping via Outrider, that'd be helpful. Okay. I'm a little bit uncomfortable because I know that Comeuppance comes in next. There we go, brilliant. So even if it comes in now, it's going to have one hit. Okay. Wiggle. Ult. Radis goes away, and we can just clean up this Comeuppance. $77. And then Executor. I'm hoping this is alright. I think I've said it already, but it feels very weird because obviously this did kind of counter Executor for a while. Ooh. Okay, I don't appreciate that interruption. Because that wasn't even silencer. Oh. Actually, it was. Just remembered it removes turn meter, it doesn't grant turn meter. Okay, so my bad there. Maybe from banner perspective, it would have been better doing Executor against Radis and then doing Prof versus Finalizer. I don't think it's costly, but it's just kind of a shame. Yeah, 72. Bit of a drop there. Final score, 2080. Wow, only one less than last time. Oh no, 5 less. Still though, that's not bad across 2 rounds. I will take that. Alright, let's go over to Crimson. Thank you, Tabash. I mean, considering I've had a rough couple of weeks with GAC, I'm kind of glad I've had 2 scores like that back to back. It kind of gives you a bit of confidence again. Okay, Crimson's up. Oh, let's have a read, sorry. A GSC was a fail, Wampa was denied versus Layer for the first time. I can't say I've heard of that counter, to be honest. I'll keep that in mind. If anything, if I face Layer here, I'll need it. Well, I might need it. Yeah, I feel like I haven't kept on top of the Wampa counters too much other than Jabba. All right, we're up against Sirius Black, aka Gary Oldman. Oh, let's change screen. There we go. So yeah, Sirius Black, aka Gary Oldman. They're of Iocath. Okay. You've beaten an R9 layer with it. Yours is R5. That sounds solid. Whenever I hear those relics, it does make me think of Relic Delta. I mean, that's going to be, what, 100% each way? Cool. Certainly won't be fun, will it? I've just got this image of, like, on my main account before Lightspeed bundles, etc. I had a Relic 5 Kenobi for a while. So I've got this image of, like, a General Kenobi now being one shot at Relic 5. Very, very brutal. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a lot of people who went for the Lightspeed bundles. These don't spend other than those. Alright, let's just run through this then. So, Crimson's 12.1, Sirius is 11.6. We got Zeta advantage, 326 to 247. I mean, got GP advantage, so that makes sense. Omicron's 44 to 36. They've got one more GL than me. They've got more relics than me, 205 to 226 in their favour. I've got more R9s, 9 to 4. They've got more R8s, 16 to 28 in their favour. I've got more 7s, 90 to 43. They've got more 5s, I'm 63, they're 84. Mods, I'm looking in favour, 67 to 41 on 25s, 254 to 178 on the 20s, 431 to 366 on 15s. They do have Datacron advantage. And they're a bit like Temmin, they're missing Ahsoka and Pirate King Hondo. Okay. The modding seems okay. They're missing Afra. They haven't got a built up Zori. Only a Relic 5 Taran. No Jar Jar, Luthen, Jocasta. No Balin. No Morgan. Or no built up Morgan. I feel like this account's similar to me. 341 Darkside Ray. Very fast Piet. Very fast Adrad. Very fast Gas, 310. Alright. This is what we're facing. You've been playing about 1 3/4 years. You're 8.9 million GP. It's very solid, that. I mean, someone in one of my former guilds who's in chat sometimes drafts, and he's been playing probably coming on 2 years this year. So, like yourself, to be honest, he's about 6 mil. So you're doing really well there. Although I don't know if he's bought many Lightspeed bundles. I don't know for sure. Alright, so let's have a look at these. We've got a GG team with the Sorticron. We've got Ray-Ban Ezra. Okay. Fin Poe. Okay. Qui-Gon Ahsoka. Not Qui-Gon Ahsoka. What am I on? Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Caloran. And we've got Lord Vader, Apo, CX2. South Wall, we've got Slacker with a Slackercron. I haven't actually seen the Slacker level 9. If he has 100 or more stacks of Siphon, he ignores Stealth and Taunt during his turn. For every 20 stacks of Siphon he has, First Order allies gain Defense Health Steal. I mean, I can understand why you might not go for it, but that actually could be better than the Special Forces one in certain situations. Ooh. We got Raver with the Ravercron, the Blind level 6, so manageable. We've got Queen Amidala, we've got Jabba, and we've got Ewoks. Alright, I love me Ewoks. Okay, so, yeah, I haven't got the presets on here, so I'm going to have to manually put them in. We're going to do Mandalorian for Lord Vader. So 1, 2, 3. see it. I really could do doing Ufus. I think that's pretty cool, by the way. My cam's in the way, let me move it. I think it's pretty cool that this does show you the star count as well. Not always relevant, but if it is, it's good to see. Okay, Slacker. I am wondering if we could do... I wanted to say JML, but I'm like, do we really want to trust him? Oh, it hurts my heart to say that about him. Let's go with Kenobi and Cat. That just feels safer. Raver, because it's not like a strong Raver, we could probably get away with C. But the only reason I'm thinking maybe not C is if they've got a Soaker at the back. If that's the case, then maybe we're best doing Treya. Because even if they blind us, it doesn't matter, we dispel it. Queenie. That is awkward. That's got Ezra, so if there is a Soaker at the back, we could do C without Bane, so we can afford to do Bane here. Jabba, we can do Queen Amidala. Ewoks. Don't know why it's asking for a password. It's like, I haven't got a password. Go away. I could just throw Wampa at it, but that feels overkill. Maybe Imperial Troopers. Assuming I outspeed them. I mean, they didn't win the last round, but they did help me, so maybe they could do it again. Finn Zori, again, that's similar, but not the same situation. We could probably do... if we can find CLS somewhere. Or is he on defense? Oh, he's on defense, right, so... maybe we do... oh, I'm not sure I trust Dash Chewy Harm with... oh, I can say there's no Zori. We should be fine there. And then GG... Night Sisters. There we go, 10 teams again. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's do some speed checks very quickly. Not expecting anything crazy. 259. 248. 201. And it's the Nisa level 9, so we haven't got to worry about a revive. They do start with 2 meter though, so that's awkward. I did not realise that. So that kind of rules it out because I need something that's going to be reactive. I wonder if I could go with Iden Troopers like this. I genuinely don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to give it a whirl. I mean, sure, there's a few counters here. Let's focus on Nisa. Counterattacks. There we go. $67. Okay, that was all right. I wouldn't mind getting Treya out the way just to know it works. Okay, let's... I mean, I did that. I'm not sure it was the wisest idea. Oof. Yeah, I think we're struggling here. Oof. Ugh. Die. Okay. Feeling slightly better. Alright, 55. That was not clean, but we'll take it. Oh. Alright, let's give Kenobi a whirl here. I'm gonna hope that as an opening gambit, let's just get rid of Crew. Oh, of course, can't kill anyone if she's there. Okay. Alright, that was a waste of an insta-kill then. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried here. Yeah. I think I rushed in a bit. Yeah. Okay, so that's a loss. A little annoyed at myself. I'm sure I could have played that one better. I think we have to do the mirror. Don't really want to do a mirror, but I feel like we have to. I will apply that just for the fact that it's got decent stats. Yeah, I'll give them the due. They went first. Oof. Okay. Okay. Not looking too hot again. Ugh, counters. Yep. I mean, originally I was thinking JML. Let's give it a whirl. And this is the bad thing. I could do with saving my crons now. You know, if I'm going to progress on other walls, I do need to hold some. Alright, that's not fun. Oof. Alright, Cal's kind of back somewhere healthy. Let's just dispel crew, not crew, slacker. Ooh, wow. Yeah, we're out. Okay. One more team, I think, do it, and then I may as well forfeit. Oof. Wow. Yeah. Rip. Yeah, none of these matter because I can't get through here. So yeah, I think I might as well call it. It is a bit of a shame, but yeah, even if I could get through Jabba, yeah. Yeah, I lost with Kenobi, Slacker, JML, and Raver against Slacker. So, not great. Jabba, I could queen it. I could bane that. I could do a half clear, but half clear doesn't win a round like this. Yeah, I've done my main. So, I know it's early, but I am going to call it. It's like, I don't really see the point in just wasting time here, essentially. I mean, I've already joined my territory war with it. It's the last territory war it's doing, so I've already put some defense down. I would say it's the most it's been used in a little bit, anyway. We'll have a proper send-off on Monday anyway. Oh, I'm always wary of this time of night. It's like if I don't need to carry on past a certain point, I feel it's always best just cutting off early. Not to mention, when, like I said, when I started my stream, I was worried I was going to be yawning all the way throughout it, and thankfully I haven't. But yeah, I think I need sleep. I don't know why. But yeah. Let's see who's on. Alright, so the only person I can see streaming who's actually someone I know is Scribe. So I'm going Raiden there. Anyone on YouTube, feel free to join in. And yeah, let's get that going. Just pop that out while I've got a chance. Alright. So, Yeah, like I say, I'll be back on Monday. We'll do the final. We'll do the final Crimson stream, and hopefully we can at least sign off with a win there. Temmin looks to have gone 2-0 this week with any luck. So fingers crossed we could go for a title there. Let's see. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend, folks, and I will see you Monday. Bye for now, everyone.